Welcome to my channel. Telugu states, especially more specifically Telangana state, there is a controversy going on in Telangana state regarding backward communities reservation, 40% reservation to backward communities, more specifically under the leadership of Revanth Reddy, Telangana Chief Minister, under the guidance of Rahul Gandhi, of course, who promised that he will implement the reservations based on the population. So Telangana government is introducing 40% reservations to backward communities in the state. In this context, there is a big controversy, allegations and counter allegations going on in Telangana state between Congress government and as well as Bharatiya Janata Party. Here, Bharatiya Janata Party is arguing that Muslims are included in the backward communities. So they say that we are not against giving 40% reservations to BCs, but we are against including Muslim communities in backward communities. So that's a big debate is going on in the Telangana state. But coming to the point, I don't know from where this Bharatiya Janata Party and the what do you say the philosophers in the Bharatiya Janata Party, from where they get all these ideas that the Muslims doesn't come under backward communities and all. I don't know why. How they say that the Muslims are not part of backward communities and where that religion has come in this, because the backward communities are decided by Mandal Commission. You know that the Mandal Commission has said you identify the castes who are backward in India and you must provide them 27% reservations to OBCs. That's a simple definition given by Mandal Commission, right? 27% reservations to OBCs who are socially backward, economically backward, and educationally backward communities. Where is the religion here? There's no religion here, right? Now, how Bharatiya Janata Party argues that BCs doesn't come under backward communities, and from where this ideology has come out, we don't know. Because see, all the citizens of India, Mandal Commission said you identify the castes who are educationally, socially, economically backward, and provide them reservations. Simple, very simple, right? And in this context, there are some castes in the Muslim community, they're socially backward, educationally backward, economically backward. Simple, right? Hinduism, there are socially backward OBCs, educationally backward OBCs, economically backward OBCs. Same like Christians, socially backward OBCs, educationally backward OBCs, economically OBCs. So here, the common point is backwardness of educational backwardness and economic backwardness, and the religion is immaterial here. And then you identify those people who are socially backward, educationally backward, economically backward, and provide them the reservations. That is the fundamental idea of Mandal Commission. So in this context, when Mandal Commission said that you provide 27% to OBCs, then now Bharatiya Janata Party is arguing that the Muslims doesn't come under OBC category. How? We don't know, right? This is one category criteria. For scheduled castes, of course, there is a clause, 1950 scheduled caste order. That is a scheduled caste order. A presidential order was issued by president in 1950. Of course, that was challenged in the court, and the arguments and counter arguments are going on in the Supreme Court. The judgment is awaited for that particular 1950 scheduled caste order. We talk about 1950 scheduled caste order some other time, but specifically for scheduled castes, there is a presidential order. That presidential order was carried out from British 1932 caste census. The reason for that presidential order is that 1932 caste census, when the British has identified that the few converts from Dalit community and a scheduled caste community were duplicated, they're counted 2 times for electoral representation. Separate electoral counting. During that time, they picked up some leaders from all communities. During that time, the British has said that you separate Christians and scheduled castes because they're counted 2 times. It's not for the reservation. They said counted 2 times and separate them for representation purpose. Calling the leaders for the representation purpose. That they carried on to 1950 and passed a scheduled caste order that the scheduled caste who belong to Christians, that doesn't come under scheduled caste, and all that controversy is going in, but that belongs to scheduled caste. From where these backward communities came into the existence, and from where the confusion has come from backward communities. There's no caste. Caste is nothing to do with BCs or STs. There's no such clause for BC, and there's no such clause for scheduled tribe. And there only a clause. According to the Mandal Commission, you have to identify the caste here. So this confusion is going on in Telangana. Congress is saying that we include BC, Muslims in the backward communities. Muslims in the not in the Muslims, and there's some few castes in the Muslim communities. Few castes in the Muslim communities. They said we include them in the OBC. That's Congress government in Telangana is saying that. But the Bharatiya Janata Party in Telangana, they continue to argue that backward communities doesn't come under Muslims doesn't come under backward communities. Most probably this idea might have come from 1950 scheduled caste order, where converted Christians and converted Muslims doesn't come under scheduled caste, and that maybe they might have carry forwarded that particular idea, and then maybe they might be arguing that. We don't know. Okay. So that's not what we're saying. First of all, the 1950 scheduled caste order itself is illegal. It's injustice. The 1950 scheduled caste order is injustice that Dalit Christians and Dalit Muslims are, not eligible for scheduled caste status. They said that there is no caste in the religion. There is no caste in the religion, but there is a caste in the society, right? Who is giving value to religion? If someone converts as a Christian, then someone converts as a Muslim, they are not treating them as Nawab. When someone converted a Muslim, a scheduled caste converts as a Muslim, they're not giving him a status of Arab Nawab, right? They're still treating him as a scheduled caste on the ground. But same like some scheduled caste converted as Christian, they're still treating him as a Dalit. They're not giving him as a status of Trump, and they're not giving status of Barack Obama, right, to the Dalit person who converted as Christian. They're not giving. Still you're treating as a Dalit community. So the religion is immaterial. It's all the caste system, that societal injustice. It's all the humanity, human development, and human upliftment, and human an ideology that we need to think in the humanitarian grounds and think in the human grounds and humanitarian level. But obviously, for political purpose, they're bringing different directions, the different arguments that the scheduled caste doesn't come under. 1950 only they brought 90 scheduled caste converted Christians doesn't come under scheduled caste. But now, surprisingly, in Telangana, they're arguing that Muslims doesn't come under backward communities. From where backward communities came in this existence here? There is no logic, there is no link, constitutional link, ethical link, legal link, that the Muslims doesn't come under OBCs. There is no link at all. Simply they are arguing that Muslims, no, they are not SCs. Muslims, no, they are not OBCs. Muslims, no, they are not poor people. Muslims, no, they are not they are not part of us. See, this kind of argument is definitely harms the Muslim community. Irrespective of the religion, irrespective of Christian, Muslim, Hindu, Jain, Sikh, Parsi, Judaism, all these, irrespective of the religions, they are the citizens of India. Identify those groups who are educationally backward, socially backward, economically backward, societal facing discrimination in the society, and group them into different groups and provide the reservations according to Dr. B.R. Ambedkar's reservation system, and as well as Mandal Commission recommendation for backward communities. Simple, right? This is what I understand. But obviously, Bharatiya Janata Party is doing politics in Telangana, that they're saying that Muslims doesn't come under backward communities. Moreover, the reservations to Muslims first introduced by Dr. Rajashekar Reddy, the ex-chief minister of Andhra Pradesh, combined United Andhra Pradesh. He introduced 4% reservations to Muslims because he has given the reservations only to those lower castes in the Muslims, not to Muslim communities. Say, for example, you are giving reservations to Hindus. They are not giving reservations to all Hindus, right? They are giving only the lower communities in Hindu. They are providing reservations. Same way, like in the Muslim, there are some lower communities. Only to them, Rajashekar Reddy has proposed 4% reservations earlier. And that was implemented even after Rajashekar Reddy's term. His son implemented, and now Chandrababu Naidu also implementing that. Right? So here, how we are providing reservations to a lower communities in Hindu religion, the same way like you are providing lower communities in Muslim religion. Same way like you provide the lower communities in Christian, lower communities. Here the lower communities, obviously economically, socially, educationally suffered communities need to be uplifted, bring them out of poverty, provide them education, give them jobs, make India rich. That is ultimate goal of India, right? If that is an idea, from all these arguments is not correct from Telangana Bharatiya Janata Party, as I think. Thank you. Namaskar.